Hey guys, it's Albetium back with the final boss guide for Black Myth Wukong. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe we are actually here. Now, first things first, I would like to thank each and every one of you who has been watching these videos because without you, I cannot make these videos to help. And it's as simple as that. Thank you beyond words, honestly. Now, guys, this guide is going to be quite simple. It might even be easy for some, and you know how this goes. Before I even think about asking you to click that like or subscribe button for me, please allow me a chance to earn that from you. And with that being said, let's get in on this. Okay, so for this boss fight, we're gonna be doing some changes to the build, but when it comes to the equipment, we're gonna be using this. Now, fan is going to be absolutely essential here for this boss fight. Now, the Wandering Wicked, not only for its hard-hitting abilities, but also giving us that awesome defense. These are going to be the curios that we are gonna be using. You can go with the Thunderflame Seal for maximum mana increase, or perhaps you can even use the Virtuous Bamboo Engraving for that might recovery rate. Now for the gourd, I'm using a 3 slot because I feel like most peeps out there are gonna have only 3 slots. So Sunset of the Nine Skies for that key energy, return upon using the gourd, and these things are gonna be absolutely essential for Immobilize and Pluck of Many. And for the actual build, there's going to be some changes. Now, survival, that is staying exactly how it is. Now, smash stance, this first pillar, we're gonna be upgrading that, and we're gonna be getting the access to the 4th focus point, which is basically gonna be making the first part of this boss fight very easy. Immobilize, how it is, Pluck of Many also, and here I'm just focusing on the might recovery speed because just getting the transformation is going to be pretty huge, and if you have more leftover points, just put them here into damage or something. And the boss fight itself. Now, I myself have Stick Drift, which got me into the arena too soon, but you should be charging up all of your focus points before actually entering. Even that, it's still not going to be a problem. The 4 focus points just do an enormous amount of damage. Now, after you do use your, focus points and hit him, then just charge slightly at him. This is going to be causing him to go back to the arena, and this boss pretty much has the same little exploitable mechanic that Yaksha King had also. He starts walking and it takes forever. Now this is a perfect opportunity for cooldowns and also recharging everything. So what you're going to be doing is just charging your focus points over and over, but don't start charging until you put enough distance between the two of you. Otherwise, he might do that long range attack where he chucks his, stick, and it's going to be interrupting everything. So only use that once you are kind of certain that you can charge and also hit. Now, you don't need to be coming way too close to actually make connecting, hit, because this thing, if you are charging it and keeping pressed forward, he is gonna be kind of leaning forward and also doing this somersault for a longer reach. So you really don't have to be, on top of him for this massively long-reaching attack to actually connect. And that's basically how the whole first phase is gonna be going. Now, it might get hairy or a little bit messy on rare occasion because sometimes he might actually get a little bit close to you, but the principle stays the same. As soon as you can, repeat this, put distance between the two of you, charge up your 4 focus points, and just slam the crap out of him like that. And it shouldn't take too long. Also, if you see him harden like this, do not engage. In fact, put a little bit of distance between the two of you, otherwise he is gonna be doing a grab attack, which is going to be pretty painful. And now the phase 2. Now, phase 2 is the reason why we only been using the focus points, because we wanna be using all of our best stuff. Now, when it comes to this attack right here, that is always his opening attack. Sorry for rewinding too much, but I'm gonna be pausing. It is a rhythm. Now, for these wind-ups, you don't have to be dodging each and every one of them. Just one is gonna be enough to get you out of this like buzzsaw way, and then you wait for like maybe half a second, whole second, and then you dodge again to the side. Because you're dodging on the same rhythm, you are not gonna be making the second dodge count. If you are not changing it up slightly with a small delay, it is gonna be connecting. Now, obviously, we have all our awesome stuff. We still have the wick, we still have the fan as well, and we also have our posse, which gonna be making a great use of. So as soon as you can, you are gonna be, putting on the offensive. Now, I typically like to go on the offensive after he uses his Ring of Fire, because Ring of Fire, it's really kind of dangerous and it just messes up with these guys, and you're gonna be seeing that right here. Now, they are still gonna be doing phenomenally well, because only after the Ring of Fire is on the field, this guy starts doing this type of teleporting attack. But we did use the fan and it was pretty damn successful, even though it could have been a lot better. Now, I am using this really messy footage to show you that it really can be done even if it doesn't go all the way your way. Now, if you can maybe surround him with your guys like this, it kind of causes him to glitch out slightly, and it's going to be counting very, very effectively. Now, when you also can charge up your 3 focus points, because that damage is not gonna be anything to, sneeze at, and be using your awesome immobilization to great effect yet again. Now, obviously, you still also have, your transformation, and this is why we brought it. Now, something that we have been exploiting when fighting the Stone Monkey becomes the strength here. He has this leaping attack that you can use to an amazingly great effect. So basically, put a little bit of distance between you and the boss, do this attack that came out really short there, put in 2-3 punches, pull away, and then simply jump back in yet again. And you can actually do some pretty damn decent damage this way before you actually run out of might, or he even pulls you out of it. But typically you are gonna be out of harm's reach most of the time, and it's really all the damage that you can get in is gonna be counting amazingly. Now, you are gonna have to bring a little bit of a dodging game to this fight, but it shouldn't be that terrible. Now, that attack right there that we saw, it is basically functioning the same way as the first attack that I was explaining to you. Now, you need to be on the rhythm. So first one, a little bit of a delay, you dodge, you wait a little bit, you dodge again. It's actually really down to the rhythm, and you are gonna be doing just fine. Now, obviously, you still have your, mobilization that you are yet again gonna be using, but never forget that you also have the Cloud Step. And then by this time, you get the cooldown here. Also, you can use the Septenary Heartfire Pill for a quicker cooldown, also because we have a pretty damn massive, and I do mean massive, mana bar. If you wanna know how to craft your own, I'm gonna be tagging that at the end of the video. Now, here's the thing. At this stage of the boss fight, I'm gonna be rewinding just a little bit. You need to be careful, because he is gonna be, if you notice, doing a little gesture with the hand, like telling you to heal. So if you do that, he is basically gonna be immobilizing you and taking your gourd, basically healing himself, which is why I only started healing once he was under pressure from my guys, and I also used the Cloud Step, which allowed me to just go and use this without being interrupted, and then all of us together basically hammered him for that final win. Guys, this is the final boss. Believe me, you can and will do it with this build, and if it doesn't, come together on the first try, just go again and you are gonna get it. Thank you, everyone. I will see you in the next one.